Luce Hayes, Cornice Hayes, and a Pacific Northwest Family Circle family member. She's going to speak to you a little bit.
Again, my name is Donna Hayes. I'm the grandmother of Quantus Hayes. We call him Moose. He was killed February 9th, 2017 by Andrew Hearst. I'm going to say Andy. And this child was on his knees. And they said that a 17-year-old black child was reaching for a gun in his waist. I want you to know that was a well-taught black child. My father, he was raised by a whole lot of men. They told him, when he stopped by the police, let them see your hand. So there's nowhere in the world he was reaching for anything in his waist. They said a play gun was found near him. Come on now, near him means what? But no matter what, he was 17 years old and removed from his family. And our present DA did nothing. I read the grand jury transcripts, and it made me decide, let me read more of the grand jury transcripts. Multnomah County has most of their grand jury transcripts on the police website. And when you read them, they all read the same. What can I do to prove that the policeman did his job? I always thought a district attorney's job was to prove that you did a crime. I got an opportunity to ask that gentleman, and I use that word loosely, why was you the public defender for the police? He said everything he blamed on the grand jury. First of all, you picked the grand jury. Second of all, you present what evidence you want to present. On a regular grand jury, for a person like me, I did the same thing that Andy did. I wouldn't be invited to my grand jury hearing. My lawyer couldn't come to my grand jury hearing. It would be called a secret. But not for a policeman. A cop can have his lawyer, him, his other friend, the union president. All at his grand jury is no longer a secret, not for them. So I asked myself, how come they get it different? Because that's what DAs do. What we're talking about now with this new DAs running for this office, they have to ask that age-old question. Are you going to be their district attorney, or are you going to be their public defender? Well, they all three said that they're willing to prosecute cops. But you will find all three on Facebook. Ask them questions. They do. They answer me anyway. Ask them questions. Tell them how you feel. Tell them what you want. Tell them what you expect. I still do. When I'm on one of my tantrums and I find something very heinous that a policeman did, I post it on their page. And then I ask them, I tell them, this is why I do what I do. I stand out here in this cold to inform you that DAs are elected. Well, we know that Rob wasn't really elected. He was placed because a district attorney retired in the middle of his session. And so Rod got the job. Rod has been sitting in the job because nobody ran against him. He was unopposed. Well, he woke up one day and smartened up and said, I'm going to retire. And three people jumped up and said, I want the job. And we ask them at a forum, how come you want this job? It's the highest job, the most powerful job in the justice system. They choose whether you get charged, how much time you get, the charges against you. They do this. Sometimes they even circumvent the judge by coming up with a plea deal. And so they never see a judge, except for the judge to say, okay. So they got power. And so you'll be electing someone to that power. Again, there's three, two men and a woman. Look them up. Find out about them. Find out who is endorsing them. I think that's an important thing. And what their platform is. Are they going to be a part of the mass incarceration that's going on right now? That Rod had a hand in, and he finally admitted after he's ready to retire, I had a part in this. Of course he had a part in this. Oregon is full. Their prisons are full. I would say district attorneys all across this great state had a part in it. So, I say, get out and vote. Make an informed decision on which district attorney you're going to vote for. Because 9 times out of 10, they're going to sit in that seat until they die. They get old and dusty just like Rod. Again, informed decision. You need to know who you voting for, what they doing, what they representing. And then, when you find out, you vote for them, and if they don't keep their word, you sit out here in the cold just like me and tell us exactly how you feel. Actually, you ain't got to sit in the cold. You can go knock on their door. I believe they're on the 4th floor. You know, Rod did something that I thought he just did it to make his legacy look good. He had a wall full of all white men lined up across the wall. He decided, I'm going to take them down. Portland was to be a progressive city, not with a whole wall full of all white men. That is not progressive. But he did. He took it down. I know I made a comment on my Facebook page, and personally, I know the city of Portland followed my page because my grandson was killed by police, and I often say things about the Portland police and some of the idiotic things that they do and the idiotic things that this city do to protect them. Y'all remember Greg Lewis? The one that said, kill all black people? Well, needless to say, this city gave him $100,000 and say, here, please don't be a policeman no more. Well, he probably not in this state. They didn't take his peace officer license away. He can go somewhere else. He just agreed not to work in Portland. These are the things that the city does